So the sales management, the first topic is called introduction to sales management. First one is a definition of sales management. As per the American Marketing Association, the sales management is planning, directing and control of sales people or personal selling employees, including recruiting, selecting, equipping, assigning, routing, supervising, paying and motivating these employees. What do you mean by that? It's a planning. As an organization, as a sales management, they must plan about their activity. What product we are selling? What's the turnover of the organization? Who are our competitors? What is our objective? Based on this, as an organization, they must recruit the people. Whenever you recruit, then only whether you go for various methods or that, which method is more suitable for the organization. Then it is called selecting. After selecting these people, so recruiting the people, who are the people are eligible for sales. There are certain parameters are there. The employees whom you recruited, whether they were fit for the sales. Then as an organization, it is called equipping, giving some training program. On the job training, off the job training, and assigning certain works. If they were fully equipped, then therefore some geographical areas is allotted, some quota is allotted, and also the routing, supervising. These are all the activities for the sales organization. Then what are the major objectives of sales management? There are three major objectives. Because we know this, sales is a lifeblood of each and every organization. This is the only department to generate revenue for the entire organization. So as per the sales called, the main objectives are, these are the three major objectives for the sales management. What is called volume of sales. How much quantity we are able to sell. Most probably some methods are there as an organization go through the historical records, previous records. And also in the name of who are our competitors. What's the need and also in the name of expectation of the consumers. So compare with this previous year, this year as a companies are in the name of fixing this one is called as sales for this year. It's a volume of sales, it's based on the quantity. The second one is called as a contribution to profits. This is very important. How much money we require in the name of the profits. There are various methods. Return on investments method, or cost-based method, or in geographical pricing method, or market pricing methods. So as an organization, these are the various methods are there. They find out which method is more suitable, which amount of profit is required by the organization. Then it is called continuous growth. This is third and very important. You can't say it's called only for the short-term oriented. It's a long-term oriented. Then we use this word, it's called continuous growth. It's called always, the graph is always goes in the upward trend. Because you are all retaining the existing customers and also keep on in the name of attracting the competitors customers, and also in the name of another one it is called convert the non-users. All the three are very important. As the existing users, one who is highly satisfied, they keep on purchasing your company product. Okay, it's well and good. And one more it is called how to increase the sales for our existing customers. What are the various usages as an organization to find out. Then based on this only they were all promoting this to motivate the consumers to purchase more number of products and quantities. The second one is attracting the competitors customers. What are the strength of our organization? What's our product quality? What are the features we have? What pricing method is we are adopting? And with all the things are more suitable for the consumers. And we compare every time we are comparing the competitors. So naturally it is called as a consumers we keep on comparing our product, our pricing, our product availability, distributions, everything is good. Naturally it is called our product sales is also very high, and also we are easy to attract more number of competitors customers. And the third one it is called convert the non-users. So far they were not purchased because their awareness level is very less. As an organization to find out and also giving more and more in the awareness program. And also in the name of some of the people, they don't know the value of the commodity. They were not able to compare with what is the need, what is the product. If this product is called more suitable, it will satisfy our problem or satisfy our need. Then as an organization, to convince or try to sell, these are the ways only the organizations are always in there for earning more profits. The next one, what are the need and also the importance of sales management. As a top management, to always to devote more time for policy making, especially for the growth and expansion of the business. It's called a corporate. As a corporate office, as head office, who are the people are involved? Only for a top level people are there. They were sitting within the cabin. They were not participating. They were not taking care anything about the day-to-day activities. Their intention always is as a long term. Long term, what's the vision of the organization and how long it will take. Based on this, they go for this. For example, if after 10 years, this is our expectation. So today it's what we are going to do. So you start this work for in for today, then only it says a continuous growth. Then only you are able to attain, because as an organization they want more money. As a very big conglomerate, you can't say everything they mobilize their own existing retained earnings is sufficient. They mobilize money from the public. They mobilize money from this and then for banking sector. They mobilize money from the financial institutions. And also approach to the government, getting this permission or licensing or importing this commodities or importing the raw material or importing in the name of machineries. So they keep on concentrating in policy making regarding especially for the growth of the organization. Every year what is the expected growth? What are the inputs are very important. As an organization, top level managers to contribute whatever the inputs are required for in the name of producing or selling the commodity. Then it is called as they were monitoring the growth based on the investment. Whether this calls as sales goes up or profit margin goes up. Then it is called as expansion of the business. Expansion means okay, in this geographic area we are the market leader. If you keep on concentrating the same market, there is no better growth. So you are expanding this geographic area, expansion of the business, or in the way of adding more number of new product lines. Then only it is called as attract more and also go for in the way of other markets and also easy to gain more. Second one, it is called to divide and fix authority among the subordinates so that they can shift work. There is no duplication of the work. As an organization who recruit the salesperson boss, after giving the training, they are assigning some work based on this geographical areas. Each one there is a separate geographical area based on the size of the market. Then it is called based on the density of this population, income of the people, they fix the quota. Then each one it is called the sales manager is also monitoring the performance of the salesperson boss. The third one is called to avoid repetition of the duties and the functions, so that they may not be able to, there is any confusion. What do you mean by that? It is called there is no more than one authority, single authority. So as an authorized person only give the direction and also in the name take the control everything. So at the time there is no, otherwise more than one heads means it's everything is spoiled. So as employees they were very clear. All whenever they were getting these instructions and from the one particular authority means then he is a person to reporting the same person means always there is no confusion. Fourth one it tells to locate responsibility of each and every employee. So they can complete the whole work and stipulated, and if not, then the particular person must be responsible. Anything is allocated to this. For a weekly quota, fortnight quota, monthly quota, quarterly, half-yearly, annually. And every time they were all monitoring the performance. If there is any lagging, they were always comparing with us. What is our estimated, what's an actual? If there is any deviation, they find out the fault. Otherwise, as a person, as a salesperson, is responsible for this. And next one is called to establish a sales routine in the business unit. To establish the sales routine means yearly it calls all the 365 days. Out of 365 how many working days are there? Out of 365 it calls 320 days is working days means to allocate the work for all the 320 days equally. Then it calls to stimulate the sales effort. Weekly meeting, monthly meeting, fortnight meeting, And also comparing with this, who are the people who have performed extraordinary by giving some incentives, giving some mementos or something else. Then it is called as a employees, other employees are known very well, or in a role play method. As a person who is extraordinary performer, he gives the lecture to the other subordinates people. It's a one way it is considered effort. Then to enforce a proper supervision of the sales force, the monitoring the performance of the sales force is very, very important. Because this is only a department to generate a revenue through their own sales force. So monitoring means it's called every hour, every half an hour, every day, or in the weekly. The reporting authorities, as a sales person, they report to so-and-so authorities. So so-and-so authority compare with the previous day's report, previous week report. Then only the people are aware of this. The last one is called to integrate the individual in the organization. There is no conflict. All the people sit together. They have decided whatever the problems they try to sort out. The problem is not only for one single person. It's maybe the problem for all the employees of this department. Then they sort out all these things. Then it is called mutual and also body relations they are maintaining. And another one is called what are the various functions of sales organizations. First one is called as the sales organizations analyze the market thoroughly and including the product and the market research. Analyze the market thoroughly regarding the product and also the market research. What is the ability of the consumers? What is the size of the population? What is the ability of the consumers? What is the per capita income for the family? And also what are the usage of the consumers is one aspect. Another aspect is what product they are manufacturing. Is there any varieties are available? Or you compare with competitors. What is the market share we have? What is the market share the competitors they have? What are the strategies they are adopting? What strategies we are adopting? We are going to adopt. As an organization, they keep in touch with this. Then it is called as conducting the market and also the product research. What are the occasions the consumers are purchasing? Based on this only, as a company is motivated, this is giving the clear picture to the concerned sales force members. As this is the duty of the sales management. The second one is adopting a sound and defensible sales policy. The sound and defensible sales policy means it is called as as a sales force members they were easy to attain the target. If there is any confusion, it is called collapses the entire activities of the department. So it is called a very clear picture, very clear idea. They have it, then only they go for this. That's the success rate is always very high. Accurate market or sales forecasting and planning the sales campaign. Accurate market or sales forecasting. The forecasting is the word is very important. How they forecast about the future? To compare with the previous historical records. Last 5 years, last 10 years, month of January for the last 5 years, month of February, month of March. This is the way only all the 12 months. They refer to the previous records. And based on this only, maybe this is next academic year, next financial year, these are the performance we are expecting from this. It is called forecasting. And planning the sales campaign. Is there any fluctuations are there? Sometimes it comes a peak period. Or in the off seasons are there. Off season means that they try to reduce this advertising campaigning or something else. Or campaigning is very less. But in the peak period means that the companies are spending more because this is the only period the companies are able to sell more. And based on the relevant data information supplied to the market research staff. One who is conducting the research or one which departments are organizing in conducting the marketing research and whatever the inputs they want. As a sales management or sales organization, they were support or they were submitted all the information. Then only they were able to get correct information in the concerned area. Next one is called deciding about the pricing of the goods and services. What way we are going to chart the price? It's always, particularly it is based on the buying power of the consumers. The ability of the consumers is very, very important. And in terms of sales and pricing policies, implemented in the potential existing markets. Implemented in the potential and the existing market means what pricing methods we are going to adopt in the particular geographical area. Each and every geographical area is entirely different. As an organization, they were charging a different pricing method for each and every area. One is called as geographical pricing, another is called as market pricing, another is called as cost-based pricing. These are the various methods are available. Which method is more suitable? Not for all over the country, not for all over the places. It depends upon the nature of the buying behavior of the consumer. Next one is called labeling, packaging. For it is called more useful for the consumers. One is called appearance of the commodity, and also to maintain this much quality we are all maintaining. Then it is called quantity, and also the characterizing methods are there. And the preparation of the customer records and cards and the security recording, these are all also very important for this. The next one is called how far it is called the sales functions are there for marketing functions. Another very important one is called there are certain theories out there. The first theory discusses buyer-seller dyad. What do you mean by the word it is called buyer-seller dyad? As a manufacturer or the marketers or in the name of sales people, they were trying to communicate to the consumers, first of all regarding the product. Second one, it discusses image of the organization. Third one is also who are the target buyers. How do you know about the target buyers? First, identify the needs of the concerned consumer. Who are the people are and therefore really need? As a company, enormous of companies are manufacturing the healthy drink or in the name of carbonated drinks, fruit drinks are there. But what purpose the people are consuming? What purpose means? As a sports people, they want more stamina. So the entire event, hardly for in seconds or in minutes, track events. So they want more stamina for the entire event. So as a company says, it's called whatever the stamina do you want, we are ready to supply, we are ready to provide. So the need is for the concerned group is called they want more and more stamina. The another one it is called as a mother, she recommended certain products only for this in the name of kids. As an adult and also in the name of old adult. So these are the needs as a company said identify based on this age, based on the gender, based on the income or in the name of whatever the sources. Then only they were never think about it, why not we manufacture. The second one is called salesperson present information that answers consumer questions. They won't meet the consumer. So these are the products we have. These are the needs for the consumers. What way our products are meet out the needs for the consumers. If the product is meet out the needs of the consumer, it's an excellent product. Who says? As a consumer says. One who purchase they were comparing this, they were realizing, okay, this product is always ready, is good. What way they were telling this word, it's called my needs are satisfied. So as a person, as a salesperson in Nepa, they will present this information whenever if they know about the needs of the concerned buyer, then highlighting more on this, so and so products, our product, so and so model, so and so variety, so and so quantity is always suitable for you. Then it's called, you can't say that all the times that the consumers are ready to accept my product. Enormous of questions. As a person in the tailor-made, custom-made. So they were in there for whatever the question they were asking from this. So they were all in there for politely, they were all answering and also pacify the situation and also convince the consumer. Third one is called both are accepted. As a consumers are highly accepted, okay, this product is called a way of presentation and also he is clarifying my doubt and also maybe this product is more suitable, then only there is a concluding the transaction. This is the end for them. So these are the three different areas are there. One is called as a salesperson to identify the needs of the consumers. You can't say any product we are going to sell anywhere, it's impossible. Without need, nobody is purchasing the commodity. So first of all, identify the needs. The second one, and if you communicate this information, what are the drawbacks, what are the problems they were facing it. What way our products are more suitable for you to clear your doubts or clear the problems or if you meet out your needs. Then the consumers are enormous doubts they try to clear. And next last stage it is called those who are satisfied they are ready to buy their commodity. This one is called seller and buyer in the dyad. It is called for seller and buyer, it's called dyad means it's an interaction. At least two people are recorded. One is called seller, another is called buyer. Then it is called as a salesperson and the prospect interacting each other, then this discuss the constitute one example for buyer and seller diagram. They will interact each other means it's called as a two-way communication. Then it is called as a both it is called as advertising process in the sales is motivate the prospective buyers to behave towards the seller. These are all the important areas of that. The next one is called as ADAS formula. This is more familiar for regarding especially for sales management. It's an abbreviation. It's called ADAS. It's called attention, seek the attention of the consumer. Then it is called interest, desire, action, and also in the name of satisfaction. What do you mean by the word? It's called seeking the attention of the consumers. So as a salesperson, he go in depth and also in the name of analyze the situation. It is called identify the problem of the consumer. Then it is called as so take the attention means your way of expression, way of presentation to the consumers. Eye-to-eye contact is very important. Without any mistakes, and then gradually, slowly you go and explain for each and everyone based on the receiver's point of view. The second one is called as seeking this interest means should maintain the interest of the process throughout this entire presentations. First of all, you must know aware of this interest, seeking the interest of the consumers. What are the likes and also the dislikes of the consumers? What's the attitude of the consumer? And also motivate the prospects and should proceed with the presentation. And third one it is called desire. This is the third stage. It is to concentrate projecting the benefits of the product. You identify the need. Based on the need only, you have started your presentation, and also in NAFA, how to seek this desire. It is called what are the benefits in our product. That's also very what purpose they are purchasing. These are the benefits. External features I have. Then these are the features are satisfying my need. Then it is called action. As a satisfied customer, they were willing or ready to buy the commodity. Then it is called as satisfaction. Who are the people who are satisfied? As a person who purchases the commodity, you collect the feedback through the warranty, or through the telephone conversation, or in a personal interview, or giving this in a phone number, or in what is called as a customer care, and also collect the feedback information whether the customers are satisfied. You classify the customers into three different categories: delighted customer, satisfied customer, and satisfied customer. Each one there are certain expectations based on the problem, based on the need they are purchasing. If the products are meet out my need, the customer is satisfied. If the product is it's not in the meet out the needs of the consumers consumers are dissatisfied. They were think that they were worried about wasting their money. Some of the people they were wondered, it's extraordinary. Either in the name of physical commodity, tangible commodity, or in the name of services provided by the concerned company, or in the name of service provided in the name of engineers, or in the name of salespeople, or in the name of warranty, or in the name of guarantee, or installation, or delivery of the commodity in time. So the customers are delighted. Then only they were moved from this consumer to customer. If they are delighted customers only, they were all recommending their commodity to the neighbors, to the friends, or to the co-workers. They were acting as an ambassador of the company. The next one is called relationship marketing. As a relationship marketing, as a companies are creating the loyalty of the customer. As an organization, use a combination of products. You can't say there is only one product only we are manufacturing. There are more and more product lines are there. And also which are the product lines are more suitable, and also each one what are the prices, what product we are manufacturing, what distribution is more suitable, whether it's a 1-level channel, 2-level channel, 3-level channels, or in the name of MLM marketing, or in the name of direct marketing is more suitable. Then it is called what type of promotion is needed for this company, how to for regarding attaining their goal. Then this one is called the important for customers' needs is the continuous seek the attention. Then only you are maintaining the good relationship with the customer. And also what are the types of methods? As a levels, it's called we have classified between for three different levels of relationship. One is called transaction approach. Second one is called relationship selling. Third one is called partner. The first one it is called transaction selling. As an organization, they sold out the commodity to the customers and they were not contacted repeatedly or regularly. Some of the commodity is called perishable in nature, or it is called a repeated purchase, or from the income the consumers they feel it is called very cheaper. So at the time it is called the consumers straightaway they go and purchase a commodity, they are not offering anything, they are not asking anything from the concerned seller. So at the time it is called the transaction is only for this. That is, they don't want anything lengthier or they are all ready to maintain a good relationship with the concerned seller. The second one is called a relationship selling. As a seller contacts the customers after the purchase to determine if they are satisfied and have future needs. They are asking for the feedback. Are you satisfied? What do you expect earlier? Is really it's also satisfied your need? And if there is any improvement you are expecting, all the things they are gathered and also the collected, we use this word to discuss a relationship. Third one, it is called a partnering. As a salesperson, work continuously to improve the customer's operations, sales and the profits. Periodically, they were all asking. You can't say never, the problem is solved, it's not a one-time problem, it's not a permanent solution. It's a keep on changing. Man is a rational animal. So his expectations, the need is always in the keep on changing based on the income and also the status. So as an organization, it is called a bond. What's the need is changing means the organization also trying to change their product. To introduce a better version of the commodity, every time you keep on analyzing, then only you are able to do it. So the organization to maintain a good relationship with the name of a partnership. And another one it is called value added study. What are the ways the products improve the image in the minds of the consumer? We call it value added. First one is called the bundling and also the packaging and the commodity. What do you mean the word it is called bundling? It is called the safety of the commodity is very important. As a consumers, they want it is tightly packed without any in the name of disturbance. The products are reached by doorsteps. It's always very good. The second one is the services. What are the services we are organizations are providing? What are the services offered by the consumers? It starts from this pre-purchase. We call this before purchasing the commodity. Some of the consumers they want in the name of inquiry about the commodity. We have in the name of through the advertisements. We are in the name of publishers information. It is called as customer care number is also available. 24/7 is called toll free number is available. Through the toll free number, they were all inquiry about the commodity, about the product, about the availability, about the price, and all the other details. What are the details they were expecting? No need to expect in the name of they were all the buyer. They were purchasing the commodity. It's called they inquire and also. As an organization, they try to clear the doubts, and also convince and also whether the customers are in very clear now. It starts from the before purchasing the commodity. Whenever the consumers are desiring to buy the commodity, they were offering in there are more number of varieties, more number of colors, more number of models. Each and everything as a consumer, as a seller to try to expect this. So it's called as so whether what facilities, what services they were all expecting, one by one. So it is called installation at a free of cost, or in delivering the commodity very safely to the consumer's doorsteps, or in periodical verification. And as there is any the calls are in from the concerned customer means as immediately send the technicians to rectify the fault, and also inquire whether this whether the technicians are rectifying the fault or not. These are all the empty number of services are there. You compare with the competitors. If you are providing the extraordinary services, you are a number one. Then it is called the frequent buyers program. To cultivate, educate the buyer. You can't say always whatever the new models, new varieties. It's technically it is called a new product. You can't say every time it sells everything is called consumers are easy to understand. That's the duty of the organization to conduct the program, to educate, to motivate. Create awareness. These are very important. Another one is called recognition at the reward levels. So as a sales force members, one who is performed well, either monthly wise or quarterly wise, as an organization, sales manager to organize a meeting and also give some reward or appreciating in front of others. One way it's called by word amount or giving some incentives or some bonus amount or anything else. It is called the reward and also the award and also whenever each and every organization they have in the name of publisher magazines. To publish in the name of photos of the concerned person, so and so is achieved the target, so and so is go beyond the target. It's only called a recognition, record. And another one is called a dedicated person. The dedicated is recognize what the peoples are very sincere in the duty. They were not availing any leave, they were not mixed with both personal work and also the office work. Everything it's called a very important to monitor properly. Then the speed of the service and also the delivery. Speed of the product is called as services. In time only. Either we are able to complete everything within 10 days, within 20 days, within 30 minutes, within half an hour, within 2 days, within 3 days. Everything is called as you keep in touch with the customers and then what as a consumers are expecting. So you try to fulfill. Then it is called there is a speed, it is very important. Another is called inside information is also very important. Then it is called the very important area is called personal selling regarding the selling process. There are various stages in the selling process. First one is called identify the prospect. How do we identify the prospect? So to refer to this is existing customers. Please give some lead. Or through the yellow pages. Or through the Chamber of Commerce. Or corporate offices. So these are the various sources are available. As an organization, it is called to collect all these things and identify the process. One is called formulating the prospect definition. The prospect means who are the peoples are the needs are that these are the needs are met by our company product and also these are the incomes are that they were able to pay the money. So then only we think that it is called they were called as a prospective customer. Then it is called how they were find out in potential accounts. To search as a company they were giving some lead or in through this most probably sales department sales people are always in various social activities. They were the members in the clubs, more number of clubs. From this they were getting more number of lead. So these are the sources of that. Then in qualifying process and determining the probability requirement. That's a very very important aspect and also that related to the company products. First one is called pre-sales presentation. The pre-sales presentation as an organization to give some training for the people, some motivate in effort to attain that target successfully. It's purely for the sales people. It is called it start from the pre-presentation stage. The second one is called prospecting. These are the two areas are there. One is called objectives. What are the objectives? For the search for a qualified prospects, qualified prominent in consumer. This one is called a prospective. There are three different stages are there. One is called cold canvassing, second one is called center of influence, the third one is called spotters. And also in the further it's called cold canvassing to identify who are the peoples are really interested in purchasing some of the particular goods and services. Then second one is called center of influence. So it's always identify some of the key people, those who are maybe they were called as the existing customers. As the existing customers are highly satisfied means you ask for this friend circle, friends and co-workers or neighbors and also go and approach. Then it is called some of these are people they are called as the spotters. We are persons who looks for or observe a particular thing as a hobby or job. To buy of observation. If you go for the malls or you go for the retail outlet, you observe what way the people are selling their commodity, what way they were picking up the commodity, what trend they want, what style they were offering, what amount they were all spending this. So these are the sources in the we are all collecting more number of information. The third one is called how to approach it. It's called before approaching the concerned buyer. So it is called pre-approach we call it. It is called gathering information and decide how to approach the prospect. Gathering the information. There is no need for in-depth personal or secret or confidential information, in general information. Based on the name of society, based on the name of standard living, based on the lifestyle, based on the members or number of members in the family, all this information, general information you gather first. Then before approaching it is called as an organization, it is called as what are the various methods are available for approaching the people. Then it is called approach means over the phone call. Or if I knock the door and ask for this appointment, getting the appointment. So what time they were all free, what time they were available. At the right time only the sales person go and wait and also go and inquire, go and report to them. It's always there is a success for this. And also what are the ways is that it's concerned, they are always seeking the attention and stimulate the interest of the concerned consumer or in the name of a buyer. What are the various methods of approaches are available? First one is concerned introductory approach. As a salesperson, they first of all they introduce themselves. He's introduced very casually. He introduces his name. And also what is the education qualification, and also what's the name of the company, and also how long the companies are in the business, what are the various other total products are manufactured by the company. One by one it will take minimum of, it depends upon this, if customers response, maybe it's 15 minutes or 30 minutes. If it is a first stage, if the first stage is over, then we go on to the second stage, it's called a product. Regarding the product, it discusses that these are the product, these are the technologies, these are the varieties, these are the mix, these are the combinations that we are manufacturing. So to explain about it legibly and very slowly, to explain all the details about the product, including the features. So in this selling process, it starts from pre-approach, then it is called approach, then it is called presentation. Another word is called there are various methods of presentation is there, and also the handling the objectives. Some consumers they have enormous of doubts. Each one they have a different doubts. It's called as a customizer. So you are the salesperson are trying to meet out this to convince the buyers. And also last one is called closing. The consumers are highly satisfied. They are all very highly convinced. They are ready to buy the commodity. After that, only as a salesperson follow the concerned customers. Thank you.